All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Eddie Marcus here, and I'm here again. And as usual, I'm here for the power that we can't see, we can't touch, we can't feel. I'm here speaking for God, and I want to begin by apologizing to God. You took the time to teach me a way that I've heard no one else ever talk about, and I accepted that as reality because it wasn't just a vision; it was evidence. And I reneged up until this point. I want to apologize. And I would also like to apologize to every American, especially those of you who are hurting. I was given the truth, and I was supposed to live the truth before you so that you might have an understanding or some idea of what the truth is like. I failed you. I spoke the truth. I walked according to the truth up until the gate. Sometimes I walked in the gate. But in reality, I have failed you and God, and I want to apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard me say it. If you listen to any posts that I've done, the words are there. They are not missing. What is missing is the action. Truth is that there's one way for God, and that's the way of love. Anything less than love is not of God. And God is that parent that cares. As I have mentioned hundreds of times, God has provided, but left us with responsibilities that we must carry through in order to express our relationship with God and have the evidence all around us of God. When I think about the deception that is taking place today, when I think about Mr. Donald J. Trump, how he stood before the American people and presented himself as the chosen one, as God, and all he has presented since he has been here is evil, 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 evil. And I think about the number of people who have been misled by that man. My stomach aches. But who am I to complain? I was supposed to stand up for truth and justice and peace and prosperity, just as bold as he stood up for lying and cheating and stealing. Well, one of my excuses is that I, like the guys, the senators, the House of Representatives that supported his lies, the people in the community throughout the state and throughout the country who were willing to take up guns to support those lies. They committed, and they are doing it. I wasn't. I knew better, but I did not do better. So I see this as an opportunity for me to make an amends to all of those things that I failed to do in the beginning. And I want to thank you and hope that you will receive it as a gift as I have received it as a gift. Whoever you are, if you are a human being, I want you to know that you are loved. The evidence of your love is that you are happy, that you are filled with joy, and that your life has value. You know it. You are appreciated and you're giving. And so when you know these things and become a part of these things, you're part of the solution. Then you don't have too much to worry about. Nevertheless, that's not the end game. What I want you to know is this, and I'm going to repeat it one more time because I want you to understand that God is the parent of the human race. Now, I don't know what God is. All I know is God is power and truth. Someone said God is spirit and truth. I accept that. But in that spirit and truth, God, listen to me, every American, whether you're in Mississippi, where the governor doesn't even care a damn about you, or whether you're in any of these states where people do not care, whether you're trying to get out of your own country and somebody grab you at a border and take you and use you as a pawn, take you, dump you off in some other state just to cause problems. They don't know solutions, but that's okay. Who's supposed to show them? I am. I want you to know that food, everything that has been made manifest at the hands of man, using the resources that have been given to us by God and the hands of people who would benefit from them. That's God's method. That is heaven's method of making sure that no individual in America, no individual on the face of the earth is absent anything that would meet their needs, their wants, and their desires. Those things that will make their dreams come true. God has designed it so. And in so doing that, ladies and gentlemen, you will have peace and prosperity and freedom and joy, the fulfillment of your dreams. This is automatic. That's God's plan. In order to do it, it's very simple. Give your allegiance to God. Give your loyalty to God. And when you see people hurting, you hurt. Your heart cries out because you feel the pain. And when you see people rejoicing at their lives, you rejoice because the same joy that they feel is energized in you, and you are as happy as they are. When you do that, when you can do that, then you know God is with you. And so all of the people across this nation right now, I know how you feel this morning. I put myself in a position to make sure that I would know how you feel by going through the same pains, the same sufferings, when you don't have food, or don't have housing, or don't have wherewithal to do this or to do that. When you're crying, when you're out doing dope and drugs, trying to sell your body, trying to survive, when you get guns and go out there killing people and shooting people because you're mad and don't know what to do. That's because people have failed you, like I am. I am ashamed to be alive. When I look at what's happening in the United States Senate, or when I look at the Department of Justice, what they're going through with this evilness, when I look at the judges that have been selected by the American people to represent them, and they go in full of lies and deception, they're filled with evil. And this making decisions that you, the people, have to settle for. Right now, the Department of Justice has put some information in the hands of some judges to make a decision. And because they say this is a nation of laws, whatever decision is rendered, the nation must follow it. It doesn't matter if it's as evil. It can be as damnable as it can be. But they're saying you must follow. God doesn't go that way. But God doesn't pick up guns and go kill people. God doesn't pick up guns and go cause pain and suffering. God stands up and says, I'm not going to take it. And if you want to give it, you're going to have to kill me. So kill me. That's the price you're going to have to pay to mess over the American people. From now on, to mess over the American people, you're going to have to take me out. Because I'm not going to fit and put up with it. I'm going to expose you everywhere I see your corruption. And where is your corruption? It begins with M-O-N-E-Y. Wherever it's used, it is an example of the, ladies and gentlemen, how many of you know where money comes from? How many of you know how it started? How many of you know how it is used today? Most of you don't. They don't teach you that in the school. This is supposed to be over your head. Why? Because this is how they screw America. This is how they screw the people of the world. And it's worked up until this point. But I want to tell you, God, I commit myself to you again. And I want to say to you, the American people, I commit myself to you. I know the struggles. My oldest daughter, she had a dream. She wanted to finish medical school, become a nurse, so she could have a job, amass enough money to have a nice home, nice transportation, so she can enjoy a nice form of life. Certified, and then catch breast cancer and gone. That's just one. People who want to go to college and can't go for one reason or another. No, my friends, that's hell. And it has got to end. And it has got to end now. Now, if there are people out there who can understand a God of love like that, I don't have to ask you to be with God and help support this mission. I do know in the past, 40 years, Not one individual. Let me back that up. I can think about one person, Simone Adams. Simone, wherever you are, I want you to know that I love you, and I'm sorry that we couldn't work this thing out together. But other than that, no one has ever been able to embrace what I've been sharing with you today. And I use that as an excuse. But now I don't need anybody to support me. I stand up for what is right. I'm going into this fire, burning, I'm going into this lion's den. I'm going into this fire furnace. And if God wants me to bring me out. And if he doesn't let me burn, let the lions eat me up. I do not want to live in this hell. And it is hell. And I'm going to stand up against this hell. I'm not going to just point it out as hell. I'm going to give you some information about how to change it and make it heavenly. But that's on you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a chance to apologize. Please accept my apology. Until next time, Eddie Marcus say goodbye.